Imagine a quiet Thursday night in Simi Valley, California. A young mom tucks her two little boys into bed, kisses them goodnight, and locks the door behind their dad after a routine custody exchange. She has no idea he's about to come back. No idea he's already hiding inside the apartment. And no idea that in less than 24 hours, her shallow desert grave will be disturbed. Not once, but twice. This is the story of Rachel Castillo and the husband who told police he had to rape her corpse. To prove he was a monster, Rachel Castillo was 25, a nursing student, a devoted mom. By fall 2022, she and Zarbab Ali were done. Divorce papers were filed, custody schedules were set, and the tension was thick enough to taste. On November 10th, Ali dropped their sons off at his parents' house in Hawthorne, then drove straight back to Rachel's apartment. He let himself in with a key he still had. He waited. And when Rachel came home, he was hiding behind the door. 14 stab wounds to the chest. She never even had time to scream. Ali wrapped Rachel's body in a blanket, loaded her into his car, and drove 90 minutes into the Antelope Valley desert. Under a cold November moon, he dug a shallow grave barely 18 inches deep. Most killers would walk away at that point. Zarbab Ali did not. 12 hours later, at 2 a.m., he came back. He dug her up again. And then, in his own words to detectives, he sexually assaulted her corpse. Because if I didn't commit to being a monster, then she died for no reason. He reburied her, drove home, and went to sleep. Rachel's friends knew something was wrong when she missed work and stopped answering texts. By November 13th, she was officially missing. Detectives looked at the person who always gets looked at first. The estranged husband. Ali's story fell apart in hours. Phone pings put him in the desert twice. Blood in his car. A knife in the trunk. On November 14th, detectives sat him down for a 2-hour interrogation. He didn't lawyer up. He didn't stay silent. He told them everything. The stabbing. The midnight burial. The return trip. And the reason that still chills every investigator who heard it. I needed to know I could be that evil. Fast forward 3 years. October 2025. Ventura County Superior Court. Prosecutors played the confession tape. Jurors heard Ali describe the assault in calm, flat detail. One juror later said they had to leave the room to throw up. The defense argued severe mental illness. The prosecution argued premeditation, lying in wait, multiple trips, deliberate desecration. After 3 weeks of testimony, the jury needed only 3 hours. November 21st, 2025. Guilty on all counts. First-degree murder with special circumstances. Life without the possibility of parole. Gone. Sentencing is set for January 12, 2026. Rachel's family will finally get to speak. Within hours of the verdict, Reddit's R True Crime exploded. Threads titled, "This is the most disturbing confession I've ever read" racked up thousands of upvotes. On TikTok, creators stitched the sanitized DA press conference with captions like, "He said he had to prove he was a monster. Mission accomplished." But beneath the shock, something else emerged. Comments from women saying, "This is why we're terrified to leave." Comments from men saying, "This is why we need better mental health help before divorce turns into murder." And comments from Rachel's friends begging creators, "Please remember her name, not just his." Rachel Castillo wanted to be a nurse. She wanted to watch her boys grow up. Instead, her sons, now 6 and 8, will grow up knowing their father is the man who killed their mother and then violated her grave. Psychologists say cases like this are mercifully rare. But domestic violence isn't. In the U.S., a woman is killed by a current or former partner every 6 hours. In the UK, 2 every week. And sometimes, the violence doesn't end when her heart stops beating. On January 12th, a courtroom in Ventura will fill again. Rachel's mother will read her victim impact statement. Zarbab Ali will sit silently in orange. And somewhere in the desert, a shallow grave has finally been left alone. But the question that still haunts everyone who worked this case: how much evil can one person decide to become before he proves it to himself? If this case affected you, links to domestic violence resources are in the description. Drop your thoughts below. What pushes someone past murder into something even darker? And I'll see you in the next one.